Hi, it's Dom. I am obviously going on here to say a poem. It's very nice outside. Currently eating my cheese cubes and then some yogurt. This is the same one I had the other day. I'm obsessed with it. It's just really good. Pears are in season right now, so I feel like they taste extra fresh and crispy. But today I wanted to read a poem by Charles Bukowski. I wanted to slowly go into depth with him, especially with the poems that I have read. I feel like he targets male audiences a lot, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I think it's important for, the male writers to touch base to female and that, but I think also it's cool when poets are able to transverse into both. But again, not all his poems may be like that. I haven't read all of them, but the ones I have read, I feel like are very male audience targeted. But the one I'm going to read today is going to be called A Smile to Remember. And here we go. We had a goldfish and they circled around and around in the bowl on the table near the heavy drapes, covering the picture window, and my mother, always smiling, wanting us all to be happy, told me, "Be happy, Henry." And she was right. It's better to be happy if you can. But my father continued to beat her and me several times a week while raging inside his 6'2" frame because he couldn't understand what was attacking him from within. My mother, poor fish, wanting to be happy, beaten 2 or 3 times a week, telling me to be happy. "Henry, smile. Why don't you ever smile?" And then she would smile to show me how, and it was the saddest smile I ever saw. One day the goldfish died, all 5 of them. They floated on the water, on their sides, their eyes still open, and when my father got home, he threw them to the cat, there on the kitchen floor, and we watched as my mother smiled. So this one is a really deep poem. I mean, it talks about abuse, it talks about his relationship with other men, and of course with his mother. Obviously their family is dysfunctional and he's relating, them to the fish, and as far as his mom being stuck in a fishbowl and not being able to get out until I guess she dies, which is really tragic. From what I know, as far as his background, he was a German American poet. He influenced a lot of things. Home was Los Angeles, and yeah, I know from his poetry, and I feel like a lot of poets, they go off of what they know and their experiences and the way that they view things. And again, I feel like it's a lot of toxic masculinity and a lot of just like, I wouldn't say necessarily negative feelings towards men, but after reading this, he obviously had a negative connotation towards father figures and his dad. And poetry is a good way to kind of express those emotions and really, I guess, analyze them, because when you're in those moments and you're in times that are traumatizing, you don't think anything of it until, let's say, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, and you're like, wait, it was that bad. Personally, that's happened to me. And even things that happened when I was 13, I'm like, you know what, like, that's not okay, and it's okay for me to feel these emotions now, even though I held it in all those years. And I feel like that is something that he did. And yeah, the more I read his poems, the more I don't directly connect with him, because again, it's targeted towards men in that way, and not that I don't necessarily understand that relationship as far as like a man towards another man, or like some things he'll say is like I just wouldn't understand, but I do see it from a third person point of view, and really like, his writing's beautiful. I love it. But other than that, I think, yeah, this is cool. It's Friday. I am going to work later, so gotta get some protein in, even though I still want tacos. Trying to be healthy, a little, but But yeah, y'all have a good Friday. I'll see y'all soon. If y'all have any poem recommendations, feel free to comment them and let me know. Or even if y'all want to know more about the poet or just feedback, I'd appreciate anything. I'm kind of just like opening up my camera and talking, so bye.